All right, let's drop into this PUBG match report. This is from Crushed 420 of the KMKZ clan. Their motto: "You can run from us, but you'll only die tired." And wow, this match really lives up to that.
It does.
We're going to break down how Crushed went from almost being eliminated early to clutching a solo chicken dinner against 2 full squads at the end, defying the odds.
Yeah, talk about a story of resilience and adaptability. This isn't just about winning, it's about navigating all these challenges in PUBG and turning near defeats into opportunities.
So like a true deep dive, we're going to rewind to the beginning of this wild ride. Crushed is on Taigo, known for its diverse terrain and intense firefights. Starting with a random squad.
Oh boy.
Any PUBG player knows that can be a blessing or a curse.
For sure, a real mixed bag.
How does it start off for Crushed?
Well, let's just say it starts off feeling a bit more like a curse. They decide to go for a hot drop at Godok, which is known for high-tier loot, but also tons of early game action. So teamwork and communication are super important there.
Yeah, especially in a hot drop. But unfortunately for Crushed, his random squad, they're not exactly on the same page. They get caught in the crossfire. 2 of his teammates are eliminated almost immediately. Now, in PUBG, when a teammate is eliminated, they drop these things called Bluechips. Think of them like dog tags. You collect these, take them to a special resurrection station. You can bring your teammate back into the game.
Right. It's a high-risk, high-reward kind of thing. On the one hand, it's a chance to revive your squad, get a numbers advantage. But on the other, it can attract a lot of attention. It's like ringing a dinner bell for nearby enemies.
And that's exactly what happens to Crushed. He manages to collect the Bluechips. He makes a daring run to the nearest resurrection station, actually brings 1 teammate back. But the commotion attracts another squad.
Oh.
Let's just say things go south fast.
Yeah, it's a prime example of how even something like reviving a teammate can backfire. You got to be aware of your surroundings, assess the risks, anticipate enemy movements, and make a judgment call. In this case, Crushed Squad, they were caught off guard, really highlights how communication and coordination are so important, especially with random teammates.
Right. It's a brutal lesson in PUBG strategy. And just when you think things can't get any worse for Crushy, his remaining teammate tries to return the favor, grabs his Bluechips, revives him at the same station. True teammate move, for sure. But by the time Crushed is back in the game, it's already phase 5. So for those unfamiliar with PUBG, the match progresses through these phases. The playable area, it's called the blue zone, shrinks over time. Phase 5 means that zone is significantly smaller, the pressure is on, you got to find good loot, secure a position, and avoid getting caught out in the open. So imagine Crush's situation. Back in the game, but he's essentially starting from scratch. Limited gear.
Right.
And a rapidly shrinking zone.
That's rough.
Talk about a tough break. It would be easy to get discouraged at this point. But Crushed, as we'll see throughout this deep dive, he's not one to give up easily.
Not at all. He's got that KMKZ spirit.
He spots a high-value loot drop. It's falling right in the middle of the shrinking zone.
Ooh, risky.
Yeah, it's a gamble. These drops often attract a crowd, right? But Crush decides to go for it. And as luck would have it, this gamble pays off big time.
Like the PUBG gods were smiling down on him for a moment.
What does he find in that loot drop?
Okay, so first, he finds the Lynx AMR powerful anti-material rifle. Known for its long-range accuracy, it can penetrate even the strongest armor. This is a game changer, especially in the later phases of a match. It gives Crushed the firepower to engage enemies from a distance, potentially pick them off before they even know it hit them.
Wow, okay, so we've got the Lynx, serious upgrade in firepower. What else is in that loot drop?
Well, on top of the Lynx, level 3 helmet and vest, much needed protection. And then the icing on the cake, a ghillie suit.
Now, for our listeners who might not be as familiar with PUBG, explain what makes the ghillie suit so special.
It's all about camouflage. It's designed to blend seamlessly into the environment, making the wearer incredibly difficult to spot. Huge tactical advantage, especially in a game where positioning and stealth can be just as important as raw firepower.
So Crushed has gone from practically nothing to a fully decked out camouflage sniper in a matter of minutes. Talk about a turnaround. Yeah. But as we'll see, this is just the beginning of his incredible journey to that chicken dinner.
Yeah, he's got the tools to turn things around, but this is PUBG. Things rarely go smoothly. As he's gearing up, shots erupt nearby, he takes a hit, highlighting that you're never truly safe. But luckily, he manages to slip into that ghillie suit just in time.
It becomes his saving grace. Now remember, he's still outnumbered. There are other squads out there, all vying for that chicken dinner. Instead of rushing into another chaotic firefight, Crushed makes a strategic decision to lay low and observe.
This is a big moment. Patience and tactical awareness. He chooses to assess the situation, gather information, and wait for the right opportunity.
And that patience pays off. His teammate, remember Anthony Loco, is still out there trying to reach him. But unfortunately, he gets caught in the crossfire. Eliminated? Now it's just crushed, alone, against the remaining players.
This is where his decision to lay low and observe becomes even more important. He's already got valuable intel on the remaining squad's positions and movements. He knows there's a squad from the DWNZ clan pushing into the zone, and he's got that Lynx AMR ready to make a move.
This is where things get really interesting. Crush picks off a DWNZ member with the Lynx, some serious marksmanship. But another player, Lunardii from the AWN clan, actually gets the kill by finishing off the downed opponent.
Yeah, this chaotic interplay between different squads is classic PUBG. You're not just battling one enemy, you're navigating this complex web of alliances and rivalries, often with unpredictable outcomes. Situational awareness is so important. Constantly evaluating the battlefield, identifying threats, adapting your strategy on the fly.
It's like a multi-dimensional chess match with high-powered rifles. Crushed, despite not getting the official kill, successfully weakens the DWNZ squad. Creates an opening for himself. He takes out another DWNZ member. But the tension ramps up. He's down to his last 6 bullets for the Lynx.
It's not a lot. Every shot counts, especially when you're using a powerful but limited ammo weapon like the Lynx. Can't afford to waste any bullets.
And the pressure keeps mounting. The blue zone is closing in, forcing him to relocate. Takes some damage along the way, but manages to heal up just in time. Phase 7 hits. The last DWNZ member is eliminated by the blue zone itself. We're down to the final 3 teams, 2 full squads, and our lone wolf crushed.
A real David versus Goliath situation here. But remember, David has a ghillie suit, a powerful Lynx AMR, and most importantly, a strategic mind. Uses the ghillie suit to stay hidden, patiently observing as the remaining squads duke it out.
One of the squads has a BRDM, that armored vehicle we talked about, which gives them a significant advantage in terms of mobility and cover. It seems like an impossible situation. Outnumbered, outgunned, facing an armored vehicle. But crushed, ever the strategist, sees an opportunity amidst the chaos.
He does. He notices that the squad with the BRDM is getting a little overconfident, pushing too aggressively and leaving themselves exposed.
And as we've seen throughout this match, Crushed is a master at capitalizing on his opponent's mistakes. He picks off one of their members with a well-placed shot from the Lynx. Now here's the interesting part. He could have gone for the immediate finish, but he chooses not to.
Why is that?
It's a calculated decision. He can't risk giving away his position or wasting precious ammo. Patience is his greatest weapon at this point. Conserve his resources and wait for the perfect moment to strike.
And that moment comes when the pressure gets to that remaining BRDM squad. They make a critical error, hopping out of the vehicle, thinking they can get a better view of the area.
This impulsive move exposes them. He's now down to his last bullet, with only 20% health remaining.
Nail-biting situation.
The entire match comes down to this.
Right.
1 bullet, 1 opponent left. It's Crushed versus Nando Serra, the last remaining member of the other squad. Nando Serra realizes he's alone. Jumps back into the BRDM, using it as both a shield and a means to quickly scan the area for Crushed.
This final showdown really speaks to the psychological aspect of PUBG. It's not just about reflexes and aiming. It's about mental fortitude, staying calm and focused under immense pressure. Nando Serra has to be feeling the weight of the entire match on his shoulders right now. One wrong move could cost him everything.
It's a classic game of cat and mouse Nando Serra and the BRDM, this metal beast prowling the terrain, while Crushed, practically invisible in that ghillie suit, becomes one with the environment.
This is where Crushed's patience really pays off. He held back, conserved ammo, let other players thin themselves out. Now he's in the perfect position, hidden in that final circle. Nando Serra is forced to move, making him an easier target.
Like a predator stalking its prey. Every rustle of leaves, every engine rumble from that BRDM could be Nando Serra closing in. I can only imagine the tension.
Oh, the tension is palpable in those final circles. Everything gets amplified. It all comes down to nerve, strategy, and outlasting your opponent.
And in this case, it's Crushed who prevails. Remember, he only has 1 bullet left, 1 shot to decide the entire match. Nando Serra, in a moment of desperation, hops out of the BRDM again, thinking he's got a clear shot.
That's the mistake Crushed has been waiting for. That split-second decision. Driven by pressure and maybe a little panic, it seals Nando Serra's fate.
Crushed, with the precision of a seasoned sharpshooter, takes aim and fires. 1 bullet, 1 headshot. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. It's an incredible victory. A true testament to Crush's ability to adapt, persevere, and make the most of every opportunity. From almost eliminated in the early game to clutching a solo win against 2 full squads.
It really showcases what PUBG is all about. Skill, strategy, and a little bit of luck all coming together to create these amazing moments. Crush's journey highlights so many crucial aspects of the game. Resource management, tactical awareness, mental fortitude.
It's a story that any PUBG player can relate to. We've all been there, facing impossible odds, making those clutch plays, experiencing the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Exactly. And that's what's so great about diving deep into a match like this. We can analyze those critical moments, learn from both the successes and the mistakes.
So as you think about Crush's improbable chicken dinner, ask yourself, what would I have done differently? How would I have approached those same challenges?
And we want to hear from you. Share your own PUBG experiences, your insights, those moments that have stuck with you.